The Miami Grand Prix arrives with a different scenario for Formula One, especially for Gabriel Bortoleto and the Sauber team. This American round will follow the sprint format, which means there will be less preparation time and much more pressure right from the beginning. Sauber team principal Jonathan Whitley spoke openly about the situation and made it clear that he sees this race as a valuable opportunity to try to change the direction of the season. For Bortoleto, this might be the perfect chance to finally show his talent. With only one practice session before qualifying, there is no room for mistakes. It's a situation where you must get things right on the first try or risk ruining the entire weekend. And for someone like Bortoleto, who is still chasing his first points in Formula One, this format could be an unexpected advantage. Sauber believes there is still hidden potential in the C45 car. The team has been working hard behind the scenes, especially after the problems they faced in previous rounds. Now all of that effort needs to show results on the track, and fast. If Miami offers the right conditions, and if the team can take advantage of the opportunity, this could become a turning point in a season that started with many difficulties. The Miami Grand Prix brings an extra challenge for both Gabriel Bortoleto and the entire Sauber team. Dealing with a weekend in sprint format means everything is compressed and mistakes are more costly. Jonathan Whitley emphasized that with just one practice session before qualifying, any mistake can ruin everything. There is no space for guesswork or for slowly adapting. The team must get things right from the first moment the car enters the track. Because of this pressure, the work done at the factory becomes even more important. Sauber knows it must arrive in Miami with everything properly prepared and aligned. Whitley highlighted that the behind-the-scenes preparation was intense, with the goal of extracting as much performance as possible from the C45. Even though the team knows there's still room for improvement, the goal is clear. Get things right from the start, so that pressure can be turned into an advantage. The strategy involves quickly understanding how the car responds to the Miami street circuit and making precise adjustments to keep performance high throughout the weekend. Miami demands a perfect balance between aggression and control, and Sauber is betting that with total focus they can surprise again, just like they did at the season opener. In this environment, Bortoleto will need to show maturity and quick adaptation to take advantage of any opportunities. The Miami track is very different from what Bortoleto has faced so far in Formula One. The mixed layout, built around the Hard Rock Stadium, includes long straights, low-speed corners, and sections that require extreme precision. For someone still adjusting to the demands of F1, it's a set of challenges, but also opportunities. Bortoleto spent hours in the simulator studying every part of the circuit. His goal is to reduce the adaptation time and deliver strong performance from the first laps. While he lacks real-life experience at the track, the Brazilian has already shown that he can learn quickly and perform well, even in difficult conditions. In technical sections, he tends to do well. The sprint format also forces a fast-paced rhythm, with qualifying almost without any room for mistakes and a short race that demands controlled aggression. Every small detail matters. From tire warm-up to how the car reacts in heavy traffic, everything can make a difference. Bortoleto knows he must stay focused the entire time to turn every lap into learning, and possibly into an advantage against more experienced rivals. The scenario is tough, but the potential for growth in Miami is huge. Taking advantage of every opportunity will be essential to build a competitive weekend and leave behind the struggles from the earlier rounds. While Gabriel Bortoleto stays focused on his personal growth within Formula One, Sauber is placing its bets on Miami as the race that can turn their season around. Jonathan Whitley, the team principal, made it clear that sprint weekends are unforgiving. Even a small mistake can cost a lot, and preparation needs to be nearly perfect from the start. With only one free practice session before qualifying, the technical challenge is enormous. Sauber's strategy is straightforward. Work aggressively on getting the initial setup of the C45 right, especially in suspension tuning, aerodynamic adjustments, and engine mapping. The Miami circuit, with its long straights and slow-speed corners, requires a careful balance between straight-line speed and traction out of the turns. The team also knows that track grip can vary a lot throughout the weekend, which makes data collection during the single practice session even more crucial. Another key point is tyre management, especially since both the sprint and the main race force different strategies due to tyre wear. Whitley believes that if Sauber can align all these factors, fine-tuning the setup, executing plans quickly, and making smart decisions in real time, it will be possible to find a gap among the midfield teams and take advantage. With full focus on maximizing every opportunity, Sauber is arriving in Miami determined to turn all the factory work into consistent on-track results. The Miami GP is a true test for both Sauber and Gabriel Bortoleto. It's a circuit that mixes high-speed sections, tight corners, and heavy braking zones. The sprint format adds even more pressure, testing both the raw performance of the C45 and the team's and drivers' ability to adapt quickly. In such a compact weekend where a single wrong lap can ruin the schedule, the level of challenge is extremely high. For Bortoleto, Miami is the perfect chance to apply everything he practiced intensely in the simulator. More than memorizing the layout, he'll need to understand the car's real behavior under changing conditions. Like tire temperature increases and the high brake wear typical of street circuits like the one built around the Hard Rock Stadium. The sprint format also requires quick strategic decisions. Finding the right setup in the first and only free practice will be crucial to secure a good qualifying result, and that will directly influence both the sprint race and the main race on Sunday. With Pirelli bringing intermediate tire compounds for this event, managing tire temperatures will be even more important. Sauber is also betting on a more conservative rear wing setup to prioritize stability in braking zones. This might be the key to compensating for the C45's common issue with poor traction on corner exits. For Bortoleto, getting every small detail right could mean not only fighting in the midfield, but also earning the respect of the engineers and drawing attention in the paddock. If everything goes well, Miami could become the turning point that both Sauber and the young Brazilian are hoping for. Formula One is a harsh environment where talent, strategy, and adaptability must work